One number before the point.
One number before the point.
Which is not a 0.
So basically you're saying that the point supposed to be between the two first, the first significant figure.
Yeah.
That. Which cannot be
so where
0.
should I put the point? So we have here, 0.0 4 5 multiplied by 10 to the negative third power. All right. So the point is supposed to go where?
Between the 4 and 5.
So between the 4 and 5. So if the point goes here, so basically what would be the result then? 4.5 times
10 to the negative 1 power.
Okay, all right, pay attention. So we have here, we have a negative 3, good? Oh, negative 3 power, good? Now, how many places do we move to get to the 4?
2.
2. 1, 2. So anybody can tell me what we do to get the power, the power of 10? So the question is 0.045 times 10 to the negative third power. Cool? So now you said that the point supposed to be between the two first non-zero number or digits, which is 4 and 5. So basically we move 2 places. So we're going to move 2 places. So we end up, so this is a negative 3. And if we move 2 more places, how many places in total do we move? Guys, we're at negative 3.
5.
2 more places. 5. So do we see that answer there?
Yes, Miss. B.
B.
D.
All right. Wait a minute. Okay, let's just do question 4. Hold on. All right, question 4. It says 11.1 divided by 0.01 is equal to. Anybody can tell me how we'd attempt this question?
Yes, we know that the divisor cannot be added. We know that the divisor cannot be additional. So therefore, for it to become a whole number.
I'm not hearing you. Yes, very good. So we need a whole number. So the divisor is supposed to be an whole number. So how do we get a divisor to be a whole number? What would we do?
Divide it by 100 and it to the divisor. You have to do to the dividend.
But all right, so we're going to divide it by 100. That's what you said?
Yes, miss.
All right, make we try it now. So tell me what to write. Since we're dividing it by 100.
0. Point. 0, 1.
0, 1. Forgive my writing. Come again?
Times 10 to the second.
Times 10 to the second.
So you're going to jump 2 places. It's going to become 1.
So you jump 2 places to the left, right?
Right.
All right. So basically he's saying that we're going to multiply by number. We're going to multiply this by the power 10. 10 to the second power. So if I multiply that by 10 to the second power, I would get what?
1.
1. Bear in mind, whatever you do to the divisor, you have to do the same thing to the dividend. So since we multiply this by 10, by 100, we have to do the same thing to the dividend. So therefore, if I multiply this by 100, what would I get?
1,000. No, 11,100.
11,000.
11,100. Very good. So 11,100 divided by 1 is?
No.
D.
Miss, 1,110 and not 11,000. Yeah.
So it is?
1,110.
1,110 divided by
1,110.
divided by 1 is still D. All right. All right. So I'm having an issue using this thing. So bear with me. So we'll move on to all right, let me try and erase the screen. All right. So again, in scientific notation, which we know it is what?
Standard form.
Standard form. It says that in scientific notation, 170.04 is written as, again, we know that what?
That must be. You move this one.
Because you're going to move 2 places.
So I only want with 2 places.
We put it between 1 and 7.
Good. So we'll put the point between the two first non-zero number, which is 1 and 7. Good. So it is times 10 to the
second.
10 to the second power. So therefore our answer is
B.
Answer is B.
Could have been nothing else.
Great job. All right, number 7. Negative a half raised to the third power is the same as
A.
A.
A. What we know say A?
Because when you
Because
cube a number, you're going to end up get back negative. When you square it, it's a positive.
So basically you're saying when you cube a negative number, it remains a negative. So yes, you are indeed correct. A is correct. So we have negative a half times negative a half. So that would be positive, negative times positive. Sorry, negative times negative will give us a positive, and then we multiply by another negative, which gives us a negative. So our answer would be A. Everybody with me so far?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
All right, move on. Moving on. Let me clear the screen again.
this is look like B.
All right. Audley talk?
No, miss.
What, who is that?
No.
Anthony.
Anthony. Okay, you said that the answer is B. All right.
I said B look like B.
How you know, sir?
It just look like it.
It just look like it. All right. We have to prove it though. It says the exact value of 37.26 divided by 1.8 all over 1,000 is. So what is the first thing we're supposed to do? Or how would you attempt the question?
Work out the numerator first.
I'm gonna fix up the top. As I said before, you can divide by a decimal.
Can somebody tell me how to remove this thing from the screen here so that I can write? I can see the question. And don't laugh. Mrs. Patton, where are you? All right. Come up, people.
I think you'll have to press back the share screen and try and share a blank Jamboard, I think.
Jamboard. Isn't Jamboard on Google Meet?
Well, whiteboard. Try pressing back share screen and see.
All right. Let me stop share screen for now and then my thing there. Give me a minute. All right. right, share screen. To no avail. All right. All right, so yes. Where were we? Question 5. Okay, it says the exact value of 37.26 divided by 1.8. So the first thing, somebody was saying that we are supposed to change the divisor into a whole number. So if we change the divisor into a whole number, how we get the divisor to be a whole number? What would we multiply by?
100.
Really? Why 100?
No, that'd be 10 because of 8.
It is 1.8. So to get this to be 18, how many places would you have to move? You have to move one place. Good. So this would know. So you move one place. You multiply that by 10 basically. So again, remember what I said?
Miss, we not see the screen.
You're not seeing the screen?
No, miss it now, sure.
For real? All right, hold on.
So
I'm seeing the screen, it's just that it's stuck on the, a different question.
You're not seeing question 6?
No, I'm seeing questions 1 and 7 from 2011.
Hold on. All right. What are you seeing now?
Shelly,
The same.
My thumb still I started sharing screen.
All right, let me stop again and let me stop. Share screen. What are you seeing now?
Number 6.
Okay, good. All right, so like we were saying earlier, yes. We have 37.26 divided by 1.8 all over 1,000. So we were saying that we need to change the divisor to be a whole number. Now to get this to be a whole number, we said that we multiply by 10. So if we multiply this by 10, it now becomes 18. And since we multiply this by 10, we have to do the same thing to the dividend. So what would be the new answer?
That would be 372.6.
372.6.
372.6. All right. So now we have 372.6 divided by 18. Can anybody tell me what is the result?
Miss B.
20.7.
20.7. So 18. All right, people, this are 18 here. 18. 3. 72. 0.6. All right. How many times 372 can go into 18? Guys, when you tell me the answer, when you can't tell me this, what is it? What is it?
20.6666666.
No,
Someone's asking a question.
Listen, I'm not talking about the decimal now. Is this just 372? How many times 18 can go into 372?
20.
Okay, 20. 18 times 20 is what?
360.
360. So therefore,
12.
we end up with 12. So it is 12.6. Again, how much time 12.6? I'm going at 18. 0.7. So they 18.7 times that, giving back 12.6. All right. So I end up with 20.7 divided by
Oh no. Wow.
Divided by 1,000. So again, if I'm going to divide by 1,000, what am I supposed to do? How many places can I move? And which places can I move? Left, right, up, down?
3 places to the left.
So I'm right here. So 3 places to the left would be 1, 2. That's 0 right here. All right, and then another place. Anyways, it is, what is the answer?
B. Well
B,
said.
0.0207. So the answer is B. All right.
Letter D.
All right, yes. Can somebody read the question for me, please? Anybody?
The number 3.14063 written correct to 3 decimal place.
All right, so we said 3 decimal. Let us count. So we even attempt the question. Before you tell me the answer, to 3 decimal place, where would I cut off?
Between the 0 and the 6.
The 0 and the 6. Good. No, so 3 decimal place, so we have 3.140. However, somebody tell me.
Because the number to the right is greater than 5, so therefore you gotta add 1.
So because the number behind the 3 decimal place is greater than 5, we're going to round up. So hence we have 3.141 to 3 decimal place. So the answer is
D.
The answer is B. Number 2, 0.12 as a fraction in its lowest term.
D.
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 Hmm?
D.
What is the answer?
D.
D.
B?
D.
D.
D. All right, let us prove it now.
Yes.
How we get D?
Miss 12 over 100 and its simplest form.
All right, so 12 over 100. How we know say 12 over 100 though?
Because
that is 2 decimal places.
Good. So because it is 2 decimal places, so we know say 12 over 100 indeed. So you could have put that over 1, you could have said 0.12. So turn this into a fraction. So you divide that by 1 over 1, all over 1. So again, we multiply this by 100 as a 2 decimal place. And always remember, what you do to one side, you do to the next. So we do the same thing to this. So hence it is 12.
Miss, we could have just put the 12 over the 100 and then.
Of course you can do that. I was just showing you how you get that. So it is 12 over 100. All right, so 12 over 100, when we simplify that, we end up with what?
3 over 25.
3 over 25, which is correct. And as we always say to you guys, multiple choice tend to repeat. Are you going to see a lot of that on this MCQ revision? And we have already gone through this question. So you can just look at it and tell me what the answer is.
B.
The answer is B. Do you remember how we got B?
Yes, miss.
How we get B again? Somebody else. I'm not hearing the females except for one voice. What is happening? Somebody else. Crystal. Let me look on my phone and see. Let me start calling names. Janique. Okay, Kemal.
Yes, miss.
You want to explain this to me again? Yeah, we know that the answer is B, but how did we get B again?
Miss, you carry over a decimal to the first 2 digits with art. You carry over a decimal.
Non-zero number. All right.
Yeah. And when you carry that over now, miss, and put it in a standard form to a 10 power. No, not to a 10 power. You times it by 10, you look to a power, how much time you carry it over, which are 2 times. So it's 1.7004 times 10 to the second power. And you go right back, you zero them, and the 4 at the end.
Okay. All right. Yes, it says here by distributive law, 49 times 17 plus 49 times 3 equal. What do we know about distributive law? What does distributive law states?
Number.
The distributive law, sir.
Mrs., does this have something to do with like terms?
Me say divide first. No, divide first.
You see the number where you can multiply by, me say you gotta add them and you gotta keep the 49, so it'll be 49 times 20.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so let's get the 49 times 20, but the explanation is so clear. All right, distributive law states that. Give me a minute. Distributive law states that A times B plus A times C is basically equal to, what is common?
The way name the
49.
No, man, based on what I'm doing here. So this is
A
what the
plus
is common. So we put that in bracket.
BC plus B plus C.
Plus B. B plus C. So by looking at the question, we realize that right here 49 is common. So we have 49 outside and it is being multiplied. So 49
now you have the 17 plus 3.
20. Sorry, 17 plus 3
equal 20.
Don't see the answer there. If we did see that answer, then yeah, but we don't see the answer there. So what they basically did was to simplify it. So they said 20. So it is now 49, not plus 20, but times 20. So the answer is D. All right, number 8. The number 301 can be written as
A.
3 times 10 to the second power plus 1.
All right, so we know, say, it could not be, let us eliminate. It couldn't be D. Why couldn't it be D?
Miss, because if you multiply 3 to the third
and then you have 1 times 10.
3,000.
Right, and the answer, the question says 300. So we know, say, it could be D. No, it couldn't be B. And also,
and it couldn't be C neither.
C either, because it's a multiply by 10, it's just 1.
Yeah, 301.
So by looking at the question, we know, say, all right then, that a must A. All right. Number 9. The value of the digit 5 in the number 537 is
C. 500.
500. Why couldn't it be A?
That makes sense.
That make that would have left with some decimal.
That would be 1.
Oh, very good. So that be some hundreds. All right, good.
That would equal to 0.01 as a number.
Yep. All right, so moving on. Let me clear this. All right, so we have 2/3 all square. What is the answer?
4/9 D.
4/9. So multiplying 2 by itself, 2 times 2 is 4, and 3 by itself, 3 times 4, which is indeed 4/9. Again, we already did this question, so we can just easy well. The answer is
I will do the other one already.
The next one. Answer is
C.
What is answer? C.
Teams.
All right. Next question. It says the value of 29.94 multiplied by 0.5 is approximately what? So it's an approximation, approximately. So 29.94 would be approximately what?
30.
Good. So 30. So basically it is saying 30 multiplied by a half is what?
15.
Una answer the question. Una thought I couldn't sure. It is indeed 15. Half of 30 is 15.
Miss, we talk with confidence. You just not realize.
Well, Mr.
15. Because I'm sure said the answer is indeed 15. All right, moving on. Let me clear the screen. Okay. All right, in standard form, 0.0325 is written as.
Miss, the answer B.
What's the name for standard form?
B.
The answer is B.
B.
The answer is what?
B.
B.
B or D?
B as in
B. Couldn't be B.
Yeah, divide by 100.
Dog. I'm not hearing you clearly.
B. Boy.
Banana, is it dog? Which one?
Boy.
You know that? We put the digit, we put the decimal point between the two first non-zero number. So it becomes, it's supposed to go right here, sir. Good. How much place we have to move? 1, 2.
1, I divide, so it's going to be a negative.
Very good. So we end up with B, as in banana.
Mr. Can do that over again?
All right, so we have 0. Zero, 3, 2, 5. Remember when we're doing standard form, the decimal point must be between the two first non-zero numbers, or the two first significant figures, which in this case, it would be between 3 and 2. So this is where the point should be. So to get to that point, how many places do we move? 1, 2. But because, so remember, so we need to get by the original number, you know, so we have to go back. So therefore, the answer would be to the negative power. 2 places, so it is times 10 to the second power.
Miss, but when you got Miss, but why? Because you went to the.
All right, I know what you're looking at. You're saying miss, but you go all the way to the right. So if we're going to the right, it's supposed to be positive. That's what you're getting at?
Yes, miss.
All right,
because we are divided.
As your friend is saying, we are dividing. So we have this 0.0325, right? So remember, say no, if we have this 3.25, that is where the point now is, don't it? But to get back the original question, we would have to move back the decimal place. We move back the decimal place, 2 places to the left. And whenever it starts with a 0, you know that it has to be a negative. Once it starts with a 0, you always remember that the power should be negative. Once it is a 0. If it was not a 0, then we know that it is positive. But once it starts with a 0, automatically you know, say, the answer, the power should be a negative power. You move 2 places to the right, where you have to go back to get by the original number. So therefore, it is 10 to the negative 2 power. All right, next question. Again, we already did this one. Answer is?
D.
Answer is D. All right, what is the value of digit 2 in the number 48.621?
A.
Again, behind the decimal point, the first number behind the decimal point is what?
10.
10th. Then we have?
Tens.
Then we have what?
Hundreds.
Hundreds and then?
Hundreds.
Good. So this 2 is what?
100.
Therefore, what would be the answer?
A.
Means before decimal point is ones.
Can somebody answer her? The first number in decimal place is what? Remember, say yeah, it's not ones. Behind the decimal place, it's tens. Tens, 100,000. All right, not ones.
Mr. 8, I'm talking.
Okay.
Yes, the 8 wouldn't be ones.
Let me clear the board.
Miss A.
All right.
No.
No, we know say A, but all we know say A. All right, this is the square root of 181 lies between. So we want to find two numbers, two square numbers that lies between, that 181 lies between. What are those two square numbers?
13 and 14.
Oh, you know, say, yeah, I know say 13 and 14, but
because the square root of 13,
we don't know what
numbers to what?
The square root of 13 is 169.
So therefore, we have 169
and 196.
169. Then this would be in the
196.
That's 169 less than 181.
Yeah.
Less than 196. So therefore, when we find the square root of 169, when we square that, 169, we end up with 30. All right, the question says we're supposed to find these two square numbers that 181 lies between. So we know a square numbers, cool? So we have this big number, 181. Give me some square numbers that may be close to 181.
15, no.
All right, give me this.
170. 179.
179. What? I'm talking.
Yes.
You know,
That's not square.
You know what
It's
square number?
169.
All right. So all right, we know. So we have 144. Good job. 144. So we know. Say 12 12s.
144.
All right. So we have 144. What's the next square number?
169.
Good. So we have 169. So then put a number. Then give you this number 181. They gave us 181. So they want to find out which square numbers that number lies between. So we know the square number. We know say it couldn't be 144 because
and be out. Be just
after that we have 169. You follow me? May I get that?
Yes, miss.
All right. So they want to find out the square number that this one, 181. 181 is indeed not a square number, but they just wanted to find out the square numbers between that number. Or that number.
I'm mark out 12. If I mark out 11, because 11 is less than 12.
Exactly.
And be out. Be obviously out. It could never be B.
Couldn't be B. Exactly. Couldn't be 12.
It couldn't be D.
Couldn't be D. So, alphabet. All right. So this one now. All right, we don't have to work out this. Common sense. Look on the question.
A.
All right. A is correct. But let me show you something. All right, so we have if 235 times 48.7 is equal to 11,445.5. How many decimal places we have here when you multiply?
4.
No, man. We're not at the next question. The
first
one. One decimal place. So if I should work this answer without the decimal, I would get 114445. So because of one decimal place, I would put the point at one decimal place. But the other question, how many decimal places do we have?
4.
So we look at the same answer. And we know say somebody say 5?
Mr. Accident.
Oh, so we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 decimal place. So indeed, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 11.4 444. So A is correct. All right. Come on with something. All right, no, yes. Did we do this? Yeah, man.
Yes,
Do this.
ma'am.
Just
See.
run through that quickly. What is the answer?
See.
Right, two negative number, it become positive. So the answer could never be a negative answer. So the answer is C. 9 plus 4. I also did question 4. What did we get for question 4 again?
D.
Remember for this question? D. Remember again, we work it without, we change the divisor into a whole number. So whatever power 10, we multiply the divisor by, we do the same thing to the dividends. All right, moving on. Question 7. Did we do this?
Yes.
No, miss.
No, miss, we do one like it.
I don't understand number 4.
You just come.
No.
So when we were doing it, why you never said that in the first place? All right. Anyway, so this is okay. So we have 0.01. Good. So we don't want to work with any decimal. We want to change this into a whole number. So by looking at the question, by looking at 0.01, how much power 10 can you multiply this by to get a whole number?
100.
100. So basically, the second power 10 to the second power, which is 100. So because we multiply this by 100, we'd get 1. You see that?
Yes, miss. Yeah.
All right, so we get 1. So whatever what we do to one side, we do to the next. So since we multiply this by 100, we have to do the same thing to the dividend. So if I multiply 11.1 by 100, what do I get?
Yeah, that.
1,110.
Good. So we divide that by 1. Anything divided by 1 is the number itself. Get it now? Ma'am? You good now?
Yes, miss, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So it's safe.
B.
3.
Oh, no, say at 3. I don't know if I 3. Make a prove it.
Because 3 can go in at 12, 15, and 60. 12 can go in at 12 can
Miss, it could be C. It could be C. And it could be
12 can go in at 15.
If you miss 12 going at 15,
okay, my very bright student, enlighten me. Come, let us tell me the factors of 12.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
4,
6,
6
and 12.
6
and 12, yeah.
All right. So the factors are 15.
1, 3, 5, and 15.
1, 3,
5,
5,
15.
15. Okay. Factors of 60 now.
1,
2, 3, 4.
Which 4?
Shut up, because if you don't know, I'm not answer.
1, 2,
3, 5,
5,
6,
5,
10,
12,
15, 12. Oh, sorry. 15.
12.
15.
All right, we're not going no further. Basically,
Yeah.
we're looking for the highest common factor. So we look at 1. All of them have 1, don't it? But why couldn't it be 1?
Because 3 greater than 1.
Because it asks us for the greater number.
The highest
one. So therefore, but Mr. 5 in a 12 and 5 in a 60. Why couldn't it be 5?
5 is an option.
5 in a 12?
No, it's not. You guys are correct. It is indeed 3. All right. Moving on. I love this question. What number, when added to 1 1/3, gives 2? Yes, bird people. Tell me what to do. So we want to find a number when added. So first of all, we need to set out this.
1.
This sound like, what does this sound like to you? Which topic this?
No. Math.
Whenever I say subject, I say topic. Which topic in a math this sound like? It says, what number when added to 1 1/3 gives 2?
Addition.
Algebra.
Fractions.
Algebra.
Algebra.
So 1 over 3.
Make fractions.
Hold on now. Algebra, yeah? But thank you. So we have 1 1/3. It's a what number? We don't know that number. Them tell us add, we add. So plus, I'm going to call a number the x.
Two-third. B.
X is equal
Don't
to...
tell what even the teacher explain. Jesus.
That's it going there, right?
All right. Let the bright boy behave himself. All right. So persons who don't understand, the question says, what number when added to 1/3 gives us 2? So the number, so 1/3 plus a number, I'm calling that number x, is equal to 2. Let us simplify now. So 1 1/3 as a fraction, not a mixed fraction, what would we get? 3 1 1 4. So 4 over 3. Good? So 4 over 3 plus x is equal to 2. So what we're going to do, we want to get rid of this, this denominator. So what we're going to do, we're going to multiply each term. We're going to multiply each term by this denominator. So we have 3 terms. So we're going to multiply this by 3. First term, we're going to multiply it by 3. We're going to multiply this by 3. And I'm going to multiply this by 3.
Miss, I don't see what you put for the first one.
I don't understand. First what?
Miss, why you multiply by 3?
Everything, all the terms. So I have 3 terms. I have 4 over 3, 1 term that, I have x, and I have 2. So all those 3 terms, I'm going to multiply them by 3. So I multiply the first term by 3, multiply the second term by 3, multiply the third term by 3. So when I multiply that by 3, I realize that this cancels out. See that? So that just left 4.
Yes,
so we have 4 plus 3 times x give us
X.
3x, people. 3x is equal to 2 times 3.
6.
6. I want to simplify that for me quickly. Everybody can do equation. Tell me what to do.
Yeah, group the like term. We said I got 3x equals 6
So
minus.
we have 3x is equal
6 minus 4.
Why we minus 4?
4 over 3.
How when you carry it over, me say change sign.
So once it's change side, the sign changes. So we end up with 3x is equal to 2. So again, we still not find x. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. All right, so the answer is indeed 2 over 3.
Miss, look at it, miss. We know say, if we have 1/3 plus 2/3 would that equal 3 out of 3, and 3 out of 3 would that equal to 1 whole. So 1 plus 1 equal 2.
All right, boss.
Yes, bright boy.
All right, so not everybody can see things like how you can. So we have to, we want everybody to basically get the concept. All right. So whatever works for you. All right, next question. It said 30% of a number is 45. What is that number? 30% of a number is 45. The answer what?
150.
Only get 150.
Miss, you know A and B. A and B can be that.
So that's only the answer.
Miss,
You
me
don't
use
have to
my
do that.
phone.
Just like the first one.
We're gonna put 30% over
100.
It's a 30%. Just like the first one, you know, but the first one was 100 was addition. So it's a 30% of a number. I don't know what that number is either. So 30% of a number. So I can say 30% of a number. I can say 30 over 100. Half mean multiply. So 30 over 100. All right. So I'm gonna say x. Now we call a number the x. It's supposed to equal to 45. Anybody can work this? So 30 over 100 times x is equal to 45. Any of my bright students can cancel. The answer 150. Work it for me now.
Miss, I can cancel.
I can cancel. All right, what may I cancel?
The 30 and 100.
All right, so I cancel 30 and 100 and I get
3 over 10.
Miss, I get 3 over 10.
All right, so you get 3 over 10. So all right then, so we end up with 3 over 10x. Don't?
Yes, miss.
3 over 10x.
Yes, miss.
Is equal to 45. What the next step?
Multiply them so and then simplify it out again.
Miss, I can wait that by 3 over 10.
Come again?
Miss, X you want though?
Yes. So what we are going to do with this?
You go wait name the this by 3 over 10 and that by 3 over 10.
How am I going to do that?
Miss, you're going to divide. Divide.
Oh, wait,
multiply. Yeah, multiply each side by 2.
Guys, hold on there. So I want to find x. I'm not forget x by itself. How many x by itself?
Yeah, move it.
All right, so I have x so is equal to 45
divided, miss.
Divided by
both sides. Miss, can divide both sides by 3 over 10.
3 over 10, miss.
You something. Divided by 1. You're not incorrect. Divided by 1.
Miss, can divide both sides by 3 over 10.
Hold on there. 3 over 10. So no. So we have 45 divided by 3 over 10. That can look half is simplified. No. So we could do something about it. So I can, this 3 over 10 divided by 3 over 10. What can I do with
just say 45 times 3 over 10 and then you work it out from there, so.
So x is equal to?
I'm working out here.
So this is saying x is equal to 45 times what?
3 over 10.
Remember, say this is being divided.
10 over 3.
What's that going to become?
10 over 3.
10 over 3.
So that would be 45 over 1 multiplied by 10 over 3.
Me now, we know.
All right. You see, we have x is equal to 45 over 3 over 10. You see that part there? You see that part there? Tell me which one I lose you.
Miss, what another do?
The answer is 150.
It is 150. But I could wait for now because she laughed. I could try and find her. Which one we lose you? You can't tell which one we lose you. Second moment, I say I can't find you now. Hurry up.
Miss, I know say could have find the weight name there for 1 person first. Could have find a certain there for 1 person.
And we find for 1% first. Where I get?
Wait them.
Who's not understand?
It's Sachel, miss.
Sachel, tell me which part we lose you. Sachel.
I'm raising my Zoom hand.
Okay, miss.
There are several ways to do this question, guys. Several ways. So the method that Ms. Duhaney has done on the screen, and I hear somebody mentioning finding 1%. And also
Yes,
there's
please.
all right, so if you're finding 30, if you found 30% of a number and it is 45, so hold on, looking for my annotate. All right, so 30%, my lord.
Wow.
30% is 45. And you want the number, which is 100%, right?
Yeah.
A shorter way to do it, possibly shorter. So generally, if you wanted 30% of a number, you would say 30 over 100 times the number, which is what is on the screen, and you get the number. But now you want the number. So what you can do is flip the fraction. So 100 over 30. Times the 45. And you'll get the answer just the same.
You understand now, Sasha?
So when you wanted 30%, 30 was at the top, but now you want 100%. So you put the 100 at the top. So we can say 15 into 30, 2. 15 into 45, 3. 22, 1. 2 to 150. 50 times 3, and we get the same 150. That's another way of doing the question. So if you wanted, let's say they said you got 40% of a number and they ask what is the number, then you would put 100 over 40 and times it by the number that you were given.
Understand?
Yes, miss.
Miss.
Yeah.
Miss, I want to show me do it, miss.
You find 1% or?
Miss, no, miss. This is what me do, miss. It's about people with common sense. So we know that, miss, like 30
is
30. So 30 equal to 45.
Right.
So the 90 would that equal 45 times 3, which equal 135.
Oh, you make a mistake. So 90 would that equal 45 times 2. All right, continue.
3, miss, 3.
Really? 2 times 45?
Yeah, because 45 times 3, 135.
Oh, okay, because it's a 90 times 3.
Yeah. I'm no say, miss, if me by just looking at it, miss, 90% would end up be 135. Yeah. And then now that means it could be A and it could be B. So C and D left. And 135 plus 45 would that be 180. That would have be 120%. So it can be D. So
another way, you could have said, all right, 30% is 45. You can divide it by 3. Divide this by 3, so you gotta divide that by 3. So it would have means your 10% is. So if that's a 10% is 15. You want 100%, or you get 100%, 10 times 10. So you multiply 15 by 10 too, and you get 150. So there are, as I said, there are many ways to doing this question. Whichever one suits you, work with it. Over to you, Mr. Haney.
All right, we're good. All right, moving on. So basically, did all of these questions except for question 7. So we did the first one. What is the answer again?
B.
Bat. Banana.
Banana. The exact value of 37.26.
B again.
Banana. Let us just answer the ones that we did before. And this one, what is the answer? What is the value of the digit?
Apple.
Right. So let us look at 7 now. So we have 3.3 times 2.5 plus 5.7 times 2.5. How can we simplify this?
This looks like distributive law again.
You look at distributive law?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. All right, work it out distributive law. Wait until we get.
Miss, you go and do the 2.5 them.
So yeah, yes, you have 2.5 outside. And then what?
Yeah, and I just multiplied it 3.3 and 5.7
3.3
5.7
plus 5 times 7. Okay. Anyways, so when we multiply out that, what we get? All right, what I want you to bear in mind, you see, if we have problems multiplying decimal, we can always change it to a whole number. But then when we get the answer, we count decimal place and put by the point where the amount of decimal place it should be. So we can turn this 33, we can change this 3.3 to 33, and it goes for all of the other decimal numbers. So anyways, you guys were saying all of this. So when I multiply out all of that, we only get I think there was one person saying this. So the others, what I want you to do, I want you to multiply this without the decimal and add it. And so when you do it without the decimal, of course, when you find the final answer, you're going to put in the decimal point. So for example, you have 3.3. So that is now 33 times 25.
Miss, so I could add the decimal them first and I get 9. And as I did, I say carry over. Basically, I put 1 0 beside the 9 and turn the 2.5.
Me not follow. Tell me what you say again.
Add everything in the bracket and you get 9.
Okay, add everything in the bracket. So you get, yes, 9.
And that's if you carry to a whole number.
Oh, so you said now it is 25?
Yes.
25 times 9? 25 times 9 hour.
It's a D.
Say a D. I think everybody figure out say a D. Yeah, but they could work it. So 25 times 9 hour.
25 times 9, miss?
Yeah.
225.
Eh?
225.
25. Great. How many decimal place would we have now, though? When we count the decimal place, because remember, so we have to put back the points, you know.
1.
1.
1 decimal place.
22.5. 0. So this works. This works. Whichever one works for you, doesn't matter. We're good?
Yeah.
Is there anybody who don't understand that?
Miss R, could I just?
Yeah, man, talk now. Yeah, they were.
Miss, meaning if we could just say 3 times the 3 plus times the
3 times 3, we get 3 times 3. Sasha.
Miss?
I will ask a question. Somebody was saying 3 times 3, you get 3 times 3.
I never mean, miss.
Oh, the person I was asking 3 times 3, where you get 3 times 3? I say that. The question says 3.3.
Excuse me, miss, I wanted to mention that I did what you said, and I worked it out using distributive law. And I got 23, and the closest thing to 23 is 22.5.
No, ma, you can't get 23.
It was just an approximation of it.
No, ma, you did something wrong, man. You're supposed to get the exact answer.
Well, that's the answer.
I can't find it. Which question that? All right, We can't find it. Let me show you me that talk. So we have 33. When you multiply 33 times 25, what you get? So we work without the decimal.
825. 825. 825.
So 33 times that we get what? 800 hour?
25.
825. Good. So we know how much decimal place that 1, 2. So we know that would be 8.25. When I multiply 57 by 25, what only get?
1425.
1425. Much decimal place that again?
2.
So when you add up 14.25 and 8.25, you're supposed to get, not an approximation, but the exact value, 22.50. Julian.
Understand.
Okay, what percentage of 40 is 8?
You don't put the 8 over 40 and multiply it by 100 over 1.
Multiply by answer.
What?
20%.
40 over 100 times 8 is 20%. May I take me if you work that? Tashan? And if you make me all a circle 5.
Sorry, me.
Eh? You see a 20? You see it? All right. 8 over 40 times 100.
Cancel the 0. 4 into 8, 1. 4 into 8, 2.
So all we want to work this now.
Cancel the 0.
Cancel the zeros. All right, that cancel that.
And then 4 into itself, 1.
Good.
And 4 into 8, 2. 2 times
2
10,
times
20.
20. All right. All right, 0.45 written as a common factor in the simplest form. What is it? Guys, what is the answer? Seriously?
I think it's a.
45 over 100.
Yes, Miss A.
So let us cancel now.
5, like 5 into 9, 45, and 5 into 100.
And 5 into 100. Can't simplify no further. So the answer is A. All right. 18.96 times 2.
B.
B. But they agree with that? So that when I multiply this without the decimal, I would get 38 4 8 8 8. So when I put by the decimal place, how much decimal place is 1 2 3 4 though? 1 2 3 4. So the decimal point coming right here. So all I did, guys, was just multiply 1,896 times 203. Then I put decimal point, and this is what I would have gotten. Right now, it says two significant figures. So when we count two significant figures, anybody remember anything about significant figures? So this is a number that we have. So two significant figures would be what?
The 3 and the 8.
The 3 and the 8. Suppose I said to 3 significant figure, what would it be?
38.5.
38.5.
38. Why 5?
It's a round off to 4.
The 8 greater than 5, so you round up.
Good. Suppose I wanted 4 significant figure, what would it be?
38.49.
38.49, so forth and so on. Everybody understand?
Yes, miss.
All right. And we basically did all these questions. So what is the value of the digit 2 in the number 48.621? We said that the number was A.
A.
1 would be
E.
negative 3 times negative 3 plus negative 2 times negative 2 is
30.
And then the one there D.
C. B.
All right. 2 more slides. We also worked these 2 questions.
Mr. One there are A.
So the first one is A.
And the one there 3.
Is 3, which is B. So you see when you must come to the revision class, the questions tend to repeat a lot.
Yeah.
All right, last slide. The number 3.14063 written to 3 decimal place is?
B.
B, miss.
3 decimal place is B. All right. Oh, we do this already too. So we could have that greater than 5, add 1, 5 or more, add 1. So it is B indeed. We'll do this too. We just not too long do this. So is
A.
Last one.
Last one is
right.
A.
It's the same question, but every other question we look at it was at D, though.
Yes, miss.
So don't swap which one A or B, just know for the question. So it is?
E.
Which one of them?
Miss, for the number 1, why you say B?
Why I say B?
Yeah.
It's a 3 decimal place. So we count 3 places after the decimal. 1, 4, and 0. So we cut off this.
Oh, I round it off.
Behind the 0, we have a number that is greater than 5. So when the number is 5 or more, we round up. So I put a 1 here. So it now becomes 141. So it is 3.141.
Yes, miss. Yeah.
All right. And the last question, again, distributive law states that A times B plus A times C is equal to A bracket B plus C. So therefore, this is 49 bracket 17 plus 3. So the answer is? What is the answer
49
again?
times 20.
49 times 20.
All right, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being cooperative and attentive and, participating.
It's on 6 o'clock yet?
On 6 o'clock? All right. No. So, all right, we could do some more questions. Let me see if I can find them more.
It's at 8 minutes too.
At 6 o'clock, it's supposed to finish?
You can come on if you want, Martin.
Yes. All right, we could work that question here. The same, we could work number 1. We could do some more number 1, not this one. Till we reach 7 more minutes. All right, so this is we have this number 3.14063, and I wanted you to write it as 1 decimal place. What would the answer be?
3.1.
3.1. So why not 3.2?
Because in a
so therefore it just remain.
Okay, suppose I wanted it to. 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal place.
3.1406.
3.1406.
3.1406.
Yeah.
All right, suppose I wanted you to write this in standard form. What would it be?
3.1 times 10.
3 times. Where there? 3. Where's there?
3.1.
Oh, 3.1
times 10.
3.1.
1. 5. Yeah. Times 10 to the 5, I guess. 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But why just said 3.1 though? So all right, you said 3.1 times 10 to the 5th power, don't it?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Of course, if me supposed to write this 10 to the 5th power, expand this, what would you get? Would you get this?
3, 1.
Miss no.
No, for real. For real.
Exactly. Mr. Boss.
Oh, for real. Yes, no, miss.
All right, so come again.
3
times. 3 times?
No, 3, 1.
Woo, all right.
3 point.
All right, hold on.
Mr. Where write in the standard form?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one?
It is standard form, say A times 10 to a power, right? All right, so we have a 3.14063. I want to write it in standard form. What would it be? Remember, so the point is already the numbers, right?
Zero.
So what would it be? This easy now?
3.141.
10 to the 0.
Miss Judy, because we don't know.
Mr. 10 to the 0.
If you go put it to 3 decimal places, then
hold on there. 10 to the 0.
1.
So how is that what? 10 to the 0.
If you go put it to the first 3 decimal places, wouldn't you pay attention to the value of the 6?
Look at it. So this is it. This is the question. This is the answer. 3.14063 times. How many places would I have to move? Let us say that the point was, how many places would I have to move to get it to that point between the 3 and the 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
-5.
It's not -5.
Okay.
Remember, for it to be -5, it has to start with a 0 point something.
All right.
-2.
All right. Suppose I wanted to write this in significant figures now. Significant figures. How many significant figures is this?
4.
What do you know about significant figures? We know that the first.
There are 6 significant figures.
It could be what, Julian?
6, because there's a 0 in between.
The 0 between 2 all
Nice. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 significant figure. Suppose I wanted to write this same number, and I wanted to write it in 5 significant figure. What would it be?
So you see
3.1406.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Suppose I wanted to write it in 4 significant figure.
3.141.
I say 3.141.
3.141. What I wanted it to write as 2 sig fig.
3.14.
Huh?
No, 3.1.
3.1. 1 significant figure.
3.
Suppose I had this 0.0. How many significant figure is this?
3.
How many significant figure is this?
3.
All right. Somebody said 3.
I think I won. I think I won.
How many significant figure is this?
3.
So the first one a 3 and the second one a 3?
I think the first one is 1 and the second one is 3.
What? We always tell you that the first significant figure cannot be what?
0.
2 leading zeros or is leading zeros.
Therefore, you're not putting a 0, so it is 1 significant figure.
What,
So this one is what? How much significant figure is this?
3.
3.
3.
I still say 3, you know.
Yeah, it is 3. All right, people. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, miss. This was
All
very
right.
helpful.
Yeah.
Time soon.
Jolene.
Yes. Somebody call me.
It's still.
I hope everybody saw the announcements.
Just miss my seat.
Okay.
This class is every Tuesday, okay? Tuesday and Wednesday. The next week.